us your name and then your company's name.
So my name is Genevieve. My company's name is Ecocrofashion. In the process of registering to become an NGO. Yeah.
So what's happening here today?
So today I'm training the physically challenged individuals and mothers with children with disability about crocheting.
Okay. So what exactly are they learning?
So today we learned about the theory and practical aspects of trade. So today we learned about the practical side of crocheting and then the theory part of crocheting. So with the theory part, I took them through the different types of stitches we have, and also took them through the items or the tools you need to do crocheting. And then for the practicals, we managed to do the slip knots, we did the chain, and now we are on double crochet. Yeah, that's what we have learned today so far.
So what's your expectation after the 3 days? What are you expecting of your students?
So my expectation for the 3 days is to have each and every individual come out with a project. So we have 4 projects in mind: to do a hat, to do a neck warmer, and then to do a bag. The bag, we have 2 different types of bag I want them to do. One is a phone bag where they can put their phone inside, and then one small bag that they can put an item. So it's a 3 days training, and I hope to achieve that goal for today.
And how is it supposed to improve the lives of persons with disabilities?
Yes, so the purpose for this training is to create job. That is one of it. But then the ultimate aim for me is being a crocheter, an expert, what it has done for me as an individual. The feeling you get is good for mental health. It is one of the conductors that make your mind become very alert. You become very creative. You have a lot of imaginary acts in your head. And then after you are finished with all your imagination, you put your imaginations to work. And that is the motto of Ecocrofashion. And trust me, whatever you finish crocheting, there's a level of excitement. You can even see from the students how they are very concentrated. It helps with the IQ. It makes you to become very, very, how do I put it? Very concentrated. And then it also even helps with anger management. Because as an individual, I didn't have patience for certain things, but crocheting helped me to calm my nerves, to be able to have patience for others. So that is what the majority of, that is the benefits you derive from crocheting. But then the ultimate aim is for them to be able to have a career in it and train people. And I'm hoping that governments can partner, because people living with disability. So most of the time, most people don't want to employ persons living with disability. I'm so happy that the government came on board with the free education. Now the technical vocational skills is something that we are lacking as a country. You know that Europe, technical and vocational skills is their hallmark, and that is what they have used in developing their country. So I said, why don't we start from this side, so that all the people who are into this crocheting or any technical vocational skills will employ them as teachers in our various schools like the JSS and the SS, so that these people will become, because the purpose for this training is training of trainers. So they will go out of this place and they will be training other people living with disabilities, or maybe the ordinary people you and I know. They will also learn how to crochet. And then these people, by way of getting employed by the government, place them in the various schools. Or maybe if the government cannot absorb them in the system, in their various communities, from that neighborhood, they can say, okay, come, I can teach you how to crochet, and then you pay me this amount. And then themselves, they must crochet items that are very attractive. That will then, who did this for you? You did this yourself. Say, yes, can you do one for me? So that they start small and set up their own business. So that is the ultimate aim of the project.
How is it like working with persons with disabilities? Teaching, is it your first time, and how is the experience like?
Oh my goodness, this is really my first time, even being in the midst of people living with disability. I only see them on the street and then I pass by. But to stay, I haven't. And it was a challenge, especially people with the visually impaired. I asked myself, wow, how am I going to teach people who are deaf. Yeah, how do I do it? But by the grace of God and with the efforts, with the team spirit, it looks like we are helping each other. I'm also learning on the ground to teach. And for me, this is also one of my highest moments for this training. Training somebody, of course, those who are physically challenged, they can see, they can hear, so it makes it a bit easier. But the visually impaired and also hearing impaired, this is a challenge at the same time exciting for me that I have achieved the goal that I had planned for the day. I'm super excited. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much. I think we've got it now.
We've done it. Thank you.
Thank you.